Good evening and welcome back to another episode. I think we'll just go ahead and get into this. I'm trying to make these quicker, the best that I can, and make it easier to get through and not take too much time and cut down on the commentary sometimes. As always, I am grateful and I appreciate those who take their time to click on here and watch the video, the episode, leave comments, and so forth. But again, I want to remind everyone, these are not here to try to create hatred. I know a lot of people want to find some sort of maliciousness maliciousness or some sort of attack. But no, that's not true. If you've noticed, and I've noticed, which has been disheartening but obvious at the same time, knowing that it was coming and still seeing it, a lot of the attack and hatred on the King James Bible. You can pray it up all you want, but it's still an attack on the King James Bible, and that's fine. It's the beauty of God is giving us a free will to act any which way we would like to. Of course, there are consequences to those actions, no matter what they are. But I've heard comments about what about other Bibles, and yes, we will get into the other ones. There was a reason for picking the King James Bible. We'll get into Geneva, we're going to get into Tyndale, Wycliffe, and so forth. We're going to get into them all. But the reason I picked the King James Bible, because the most amazing thing I find here is the absolute hatred of the King James Bible. And people say, no, we just don't think it's a very good translation. No, there's a lot of people who hate the King James Bible. And it's absolutely astonishing. And if you're like me, you've heard it your whole life in the Christian world, so to speak. Every version's a good version, except for. That should be a red flag to anybody. Every version's a good version, except for. So, all right, Mark 10, chapter 10, verse 24. If you have your King James Bible, open it up. If you have ESV, open it up. If you have both, open them up. And we'll go, so that way you don't think that I've made this up and you can follow along yourselves. In the King James Bible, it reads, "And the disciples were astonished at his words. But Jesus answereth again, and saith unto them, Children, how hard is it for them that trust in riches to enter into the kingdom of God?" Now let's move over to the ESV now. "And the disciples were amazed at his words. But Jesus said to them again, Children, how difficult it is to enter the kingdom of God." First off, never mind the ands and the does and the capitalizations and stuff like that. We're just going to go with astonished and amazed. Now, for those who love their Greek and claim that they're so fluent in Greek, I have to be honest with you. I think some do understand some Koine Greek, and I think some are just putting others on. I don't think they know as much as they say they do. But astonished and amazed in Greek are the same. So there's no Greek. So if you look up the Greek word for astonished and amazed, the definition will surely give you both. There's two different places you can go. I should have wrote them down, and I have the Septuagint behind me. But anyways, astonished and amazed in Greek are the same. They have the same definition. So no new Greek. You have to understand that. No new. So new Greek was not used. It's just a different word that means the same. They didn't come up, well, today amazed is a better word for astonished, even though astonished and amazed are actually in the definition of Koine Greek. If you can't understand the word astonished, I don't understand. They mean the same. They are both in the definition of the same Greek word. And as I said before, I don't understand, but I guess the word astonished is difficult to understand for some folks. I don't know who. I don't know how astonished and amazed are that polar opposite that one couldn't understand. They mean the same thing. And the next thing we notice is riches. Riches is removed. You look up here, how hard is it for them that trust in riches to enter the kingdom? And down here, what? Jesus said to them, children, how difficult it is to enter the kingdom of God. Sure it is, but what about the trust in riches? So explain to me how that's not significant. I just slurred my words like I'm Joe Biden, but tell me how that is not significant. Taking riches out, definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, benefits the prosperity gospel, folks, and those who do not want to let go of earthly riches. See, in ESV, look, listen, you don't have to trust in your riches. You don't worry about the riches. It's okay. It's okay to have money. It's okay to be wealthy. It's okay. But Jesus is saying, no, you cannot trust in your riches. People often buy their way to where they got to go. And think about that with the Catholic Church, the old Catholic Church. Not so much the new Catholic Church, but the new Catholic Church will turn to the old Catholic Church when the Sedevacantist take over, and that whole idea of and try to bring it back their Latin Mass, the old Latin Mass. Yeah, the end's coming. So, to summarize for Mark chapter 10, verse 24, do you think you should trust in your riches or not trust in your riches? Because the King James Bible will tell you don't trust in your riches, but the ESV doesn't mention it in this verse. Some will say it's in another verse, but why not this one? Well, that's that for that one. I appreciate tuning into this episode. I like to make these simple as can be. You just read them, you look at them side by side, you tell me. If you're happy with the ESV, you can stick with the ESV. But I'm not going to hate you for it, by the way. I'm not going to put you down for it. I'm not going to call you names for it. I will strongly disagree, obviously, because you're missing too much there. But unlike the folks that like to attack the King James folks, I'm not going to do that. I still love everybody, and I want them to look at the truth in front of them, make their own minds up, and not count on elitists to tell you what to think and what to do. With that, God bless and have a beautiful day. Good night.